This video is going to show you how to go to your Excel document and enter some formulas to do some totaling and some other things you can do on Excel. So of course, there we go to the Sheets and Control page in Office 365 and go to your OneDrive and make sure you log in. And today we're going to be finding your Excel document. So it's going to have a little green X by it to show that it's an Excel document. I named mine my virtual road trip, which makes it a little bit easier to know which file I'm looking for. Remember, when you open it, it's going to say you'll be able to see it, but it's not going to let you work on it until you go up to Edit Workbook, Edit in Excel Online, and then you're going to be able to do the editing that you need to do in your workbook. So I'm going to go ahead and delete what I have on here for right now, because I'd already done it. And there's a few things we're going to do. If you haven't added these yet, down in your A column, you want to have a place for your total miles, where we're going to add up all the miles from the trip, the gallons of gas that you use on your trip, miles per gallon that your car gets, which I'm going to have you enter 25 there, if you haven't already come up with one. Then we're going to put in the average cost of gas, which is $1.99. And using all of this information, we'll be able to figure out the total cost of gas for your trip. The first thing we want to do, so you want to select in the box next to total miles, and then within that box what we want to do is our auto sum. So we click on auto sum. It's going to be looking for which things we want to add up, and we're going to add up everything in our miles driven column. So we're going to click on the first cell under miles driven, and it's going to, you can see it enters it up here. Then we're going to put in a colon, the double dots, and we're going to click on the last number in the column that we want added, which is for me down here. And then I'm going to click enter on the keyboard, and ta-da, it adds up my total miles driven, which is 3,232. For gallons of gas now, we're going to add a different formula. And this one I added in on my own. So what we want in this column is we're going to divide the total miles that we drove by the miles per gallon that our car gets. So to tell it to divide, we need to do the equal sign and type in the word quotient. And as I start typing it, it shows up. And oops, it shows me how to spell it if you're not sure. Quotient. Then you're going to put a parentheses, and what we want is to click on our total miles to be the numerator, put in a comma, and then click on the miles per gallon to be the denominator. And you need another parentheses and so I use 129 gallons of gas for my trip. And now to figure out how much that costs, I need to multiply 129 by the cost of gas. And this cost should actually be in currency. So I'm going to click up here on the dollar sign, and it's going, and click on English, and it's going to turn it into $1.99 instead of 1.99. We now want to multiply $1.99 times our gallons of gas. So on this one, you can see what I put in. Product is the answer to the multiplication problem. So you do the equal sign product, and then your product, you want to multiply gallons of gas times, make sure you put a comma between them, the cost of gas, put another parentheses, oops, and enter, and it shows the answer. So once you do all of these steps, you'll have figured out how much money you spent on gas and the total miles of your trip. And it should save for you automatically.